So, we are still harvesting 14, and he's almost halfway, I think. Yeah, he's just about halfway. I'm gonna get the sower in position, but I'm not gonna start it. One thing that sucks about this sower though is that it doesn't get, like, every time it has to do a U-turn, it'll miss like a little bit on each one of these. So I'm hoping with like the next higher up one, it doesn't make that same, I guess, mistake or error. But I think the best part about the higher up one from this would be it's long enough, it's wide enough to where I can just have it going and just go in a straight line and not have to go once and then twice. Because with this one it's not wide enough, so I have to go twice, or I just have to look for where it's not perfect and then go in those like lines. I think it really only has like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on each side, maybe 9. It's quite a few, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting the next sower. Now, it doesn't say how much horsepower this one requires, but I would assume it requires a pretty beefy tractor. Now, I wouldn't say it requires like the quad track, but probably at least like one of these two. But yeah, I'm gonna get the quad track anyway. I just like the big tractor. I don't see what the purpose of this is apart from like it's a truck and it can pull, I guess, this forage module, transport module. Huh, that actually kind of looks cool. I might want to try that out. It's like a tipper on its own. That it's kind of cool. There's a lot of stuff I didn't actually look at here. A lot of these down here are like, I'd say this one would be a pretty good tractor to get besides like one of these. I'd say the Case Magnum 340, probably the optimal tractor for that hard sower. So I might actually end up getting this one for actually working, but I'm definitely going to get a quad track. Like, that's gonna happen. An extra 1,000 for dual wheels, but it looks like the wheels are like slimmer. Partially unnecessary, it seems. I kind of like how these wheels look more than these. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna get single wheels. But yeah, quad track. Definitely. So after I get the tipper and the semi-truck, I'm gonna get field 17, probably 18 and 19 as well. So those will be my next big purchases. And then after that, I will probably get the bigger sower, because that's all I need. And then I would also get the bigger fertilizers, the sprayer. How much can I make from selling this? 12,000? Okay. So if I added, let's do the math. Let me see. I'll just say 10,000 because that's how much we're gonna have after this harvest, and then we add, let's say 13,000, because if we go there to sell, 23 plus the 130 that we can loan out extra. Yeah, so we're just under it. I'd say the barley should give us enough money. And I think this is the biggest tipper with a 61,000 capacity, which is surprisingly still not enough, but that's whatever. There isn't a tipper that has more than that. Now the cool thing about, like, I think, is it this one or this one? I know this one has the ability to do like a train, so to speak, where you can connect more on the back of them right here. You would obviously want some kind of relatively big tractor to pull it, like a quad track, but like, yeah, you can make a pretty big train. I'd say it's still more worth it to just get a bigger tipper. I remember back in FS17, I say back, but technically forward, I have a mod that has like, actually I have two mods. One of them is like the truck for this biggest tipper that I've ever seen, and one of them is the biggest tipper. It's got a capacity of 71,000, and I made so much crop where I filled up 2 of those tippers, and I had like 2 tippers and 2 trucks, and I would actually have them dump at the same sell point at the same time just to maximize profit. I might do the same thing in this game, where I have 2 of the biggest tippers and 2 trucks just to maximize profit, because we make a lot of canola, and if we're going to keep doing this and increase the number of fields we have, we're going to make lots of canola. So because one of those tippers and the truck can't even hold like 2 harvests worth of canola. So yeah, I might keep this little tipper just because it's 21,000, and then the harvester that we want to get, I think, has right 12,000 grain capacity. So keeping, like, you know, a smaller tipper, well, surprisingly this one's cheaper and holds more. I guess I didn't see that. Huh. Well, its maintenance per day is 20. Oh, this one as well. Okay, well, yeah. And this one has really low volume here. With its 20 per day maintenance. I know this one only has like 5, so this one is like out of the question. But I might just keep the one we have now, just for emptying the harvesters, because it seems like it'll be easier to drive around than the truck. Now obviously I don't know how fast the truck goes. First time playing this version, and I've never bought the truck, so I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, it's got 420 horsepower. That's more than most of the tractors. I mean, I guess we'll be fine. This one only transports wheat, barley, canola, corn, and chaff, so yeah, that's not really worth getting. I guess we'll end up selling the tipper. Probably be more worth it. But anyways, I'm gonna harvest canola, throw it all in the silo, plant, well, technically sow some barley, fertilize, let it grow, and then I'll probably be harvesting most of it and start recording pretty much as we're finishing the harvest, selling the crop, loaning out money, and then buying the biggest tipper and the semi truck, and then selling that tipper. Probably also selling the weight at the front of this tractor and making this tractor dedicated to fertilizing, which is kind of why I haven't bought a fertilizing tractor. But yeah, I will catch you when I'm doing that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.